flexible athlete, but he makes up for that with that strength that you mentioned. It allows him to control the pace. I mean, he's a bumper and a grinder and hitting a big three out of nowhere. So he's what we call a true gamer.
Now here's Dang. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against New York. Dragic kicks to McRoberts. Back to Dragic. Feeds it to McRoberts. The second chance effort. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. McRoberts has got his first 2 points of the night.
You know, looking at Jay Crowder, he got traded from Dallas to Boston in the Rondo deal last season. Nobody expected all that much from him. All he did was go out and become one of the most valuable players on that team.
You know, when you talk about Jay Crowder, there are those that you win because of, and then there are guys like him that you win with. I mean, the guy who's going to take the charge, commit the hard foul, do what others won't, really shows the heart of a champion.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
I tell you, Luol Deng is not exceptional in any one area, but really doesn't have any weaknesses either. I think he's been one of the most complete small forwards over the past decade in the league.
The Heat have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Here's McRoberts. Buries the long-range jumper. McRoberts has got 5 now.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Talking about Luol Deng, his consistency year to year has been outstanding. Over 11 seasons, Greg, if you look at his averages across every category, they're remarkably similar.
And here's a guy can score from anywhere. Great mid-range game, makes plays for his teammates, rebounds at both ends. He is versatile and bankable.
Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Dang's got the ball. Good on the shot. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Miami.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
Now, here's Dragic after Jared Sullinger's miss, and Jared Sullinger picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Boston on D. It's a 5-point game. Count that one.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
And it's Dragic with the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Cannon. His last outing with 20 points. Left side, Gibson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Nice piece of work there. Give yourself a little space and pull the trigger.
And it's Dragic off the drive. The shot misses. And it's Boston the other way. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big, timely shots.
And so it's Boston with it, trailing by 5. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team.
And they lost the season series against this squad last year, so trying to bounce back here tonight.
Yeah, and 2 mid-tier teams trying to get a leg up in the conference, guys. We'll see what happens.
McRoberts' shot is good.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Now here's Sullinger. 14 points from him the last game against Orlando. Dragic with it. And McRoberts kicks to Dang. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Shot's good by Turner.
and I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Miami leading by 4.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
Richardson uses the glass to finish the layup. Richardson's got 6.
Not phased at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Like as you said, Spoelstra has been with the Heat for so long now in his 8th season. He was handpicked by Pat Riley to lead the team, and Clark kind of molded him and was in it.
And it was clear that Pat Riley believes in him and continues to believe in him. Coach Spoelstra has had very high expectations on his shoulders ever since taking over the team, and he's actually lived up to them.
Thomas gets the bucket.
How sweet was that? Thomas has terrific form.
Dragic kicks to McRoberts. Knocks it loose. And now the fast break. Thomas with the ball. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. And now just a 4-point Heat lead.
Boy, the fast break has really been good to them here, and they're clicking in transition.
Yeah, 3 of their last 5 scores have come from fast break opportunities. They have made the most of their chances.
Now here's Richardson. He had 13 points in the win against New York. There's a screen. 6 to shoot. Dang dishes to McRoberts. Richardson the pass to Dragic. His 3-pointers off the mark. Celtics trail by 4. Inside. In transition, here comes Miami. Here's Richardson. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effective.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Thomas, that's good.
He's really stepped it up this quarter. Looks like he's determined to get them out of this hole all by himself.
Dragic against Thomas, and it's Dragic off the drive. Misses from close range.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job. He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Whiteside kicks to Dragic. Back to Whiteside. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the 2-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. A lot's been made of the Heat fans in the past for walking out during the finals game where they looked to be out of it. But credit, the Miami Heat fans, Greg, with last year sticking with this team.
Yeah, and in all fairness, I would have walked out as well because I thought it was over. But with LeBron out of town, a lot of Heat fans could have jumped off the bandwagon. But you know what? They stayed with it. So although the weather is fair, the fans are not.
Oh, well said.
Thank you.
Celtics trail by 6. Pass to Johnson. The feed to Thomas. He kicks it to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. And Olynyk at the basket on the assist by Johnson.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Johnson dishes to Stoudemire, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And Isaiah Thomas, traded last season from Phoenix over to Boston, seemed to be a matter of fit and not production as to why they moved him.
Here's Stoudemire. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one on Olynyk. Like you were talking about Isaiah Thomas. He had no love lost for the Suns. In their first meeting, he took them apart, Clark, on the floor. Remember that game? Stared them down as he was hitting shots. Looked at that bench. Man, he had a big chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, and you know, most guys that are a little undersized and have battled all their careers bring that kind of edge anyway. You throw in the fact that he was disappointed how the trade unfolded. He was amped up and ready for that return visit.
Here's Johnson after the basket by Boston. Heat moving the ball around. Winslow wide open. He fires. A three-pointer, no good.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game. And really, how about the quick release on that triple there? Because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
Cannon, the pass to Smart. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Smart's got his first basket.
You know, sometimes the best way to attack size is to go right at it.
Johnson sends the screen for Johnson. Puts it up from 12. He times that one off the back iron and down it falls. Richardson's got 10 points in the game. Boston trailing. Dishes to Smart. Cannon from long range. Rebound by Johnson. And he's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
20 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Smart. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And the double clutch layup in that situation, that's just him playing to the crowd, guys.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
You know, he's been one of those players they've wanted on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
The Heat have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. And that one falls for Johnson. And Johnson drops them both.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
Here's Turner. Drilled it right as the clock hit all zeros.
Wow, what a clutch shot. He's got nerves of steel.
Woo! Gotta have big-time nerves to hit a shot like that at the buzzer.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Celtics out in front, up 2. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
It's all about the depth, really. The bench has been the difference. The bench play really has separated these two teams.
Yeah, it's been a huge advantage for him. That bench has really made a nice contribution.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Johnson is out there with Kelly Olynyk, and it's Crowder in at the 3. Winslow kicks to Dragic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Breaks a big height bounce and goes in. Dragic has got the game tied up here for Miami.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Here's Bradley. That 3 off the mark. Heat shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Dragic with it. Now Thomas defending in the foul on Avery Bradley. That's his first foul. Luol Deng is checked in for Miami. Luol Deng. They set the screen. And what a tough position Luol Deng found himself in last year in a small forward swap of sorts. LeBron James goes from Miami to Cleveland. Dang goes from Cleveland to Miami. He had his choice. There was Atlanta that was in the mix there too, but he goes to the Miami Heat. He's bounced around a little bit, but still a very big talent.
He is. You know, he kind of likes following legends. Remember, Scottie Pippen was that great small forward in Chicago, and Luol Deng was the next heir apparent. So he seemed to be pretty comfortable stepping into LeBron's role. Unfortunately, not able to deliver at the same level. And let's face it, the problem is you can't make up for losing the best player in the game, and that's the case here in Miami for Luol.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Thomas against Dragic. To the paint. Here's Stoudemire. It's deflected. Dives for it, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stoudemire. Josh McRoberts has checked in for Stoudemire. And here's Bradley. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Orlando. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep. Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
And it's the Heat with the ball after the basket by Boston. And it's Johnson penetrating. Miami no good on that time either.
Defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Near the three-point line, it's Thomas, and a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. The Heat have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Dragic kicks to Johnson. To the middle, Heat moving the ball around. There's Winslow. Buries it from three-point range. Winslow's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Crowder with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Crowder kicks to Olynyk. To the wing on the left. From past the arc. And the shot's good from Crowder. And the Celtics lead by 2.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way.
Pass to Thomas. Lets it go from the wing. Can't get it to go. Good D by Johnson. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 5 in the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Dragic misses off the left iron. The Celtics have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. That's good. Now it's a 4-point Boston lead.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Outside down. Bradley with some nice D.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
And the thing with Kelly Olynyk, he does some stuff that really helps you, and some also that will hurt. I mean, he's highly skilled. He's got the deep range, textbook positioning in terms of the post. A lot of tricky moves down there. Yet he has a hard time being effective against great athletes, which the NBA is filled with. So he's going to have to evolve as a basketball player if he wants to be effective.
And Cannon gets it to go. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Well, back to Kelly Olynyk. As a coach, you have to identify the matchups where he can be effective because Clark is against explosive long-limb guys. They'll take advantage of it.
Yeah, he will. But in the right matchup, he's effective. He can help. He makes 35% of his threes, has done that for the last 2 years. And I think he gives you some toughness and rebounding as well. I like him as a second unit.
Here's Dragic. Marcus Smart picking up that last basket. Here's Whiteside. And nothing is falling for him right now. Celtics leading by 9. Smart kicks to Olynyk. Goes up on the wing. The shot will not go. And Miami the other way now. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Nick Roberts' shot is good. Now here's Turner. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Magic in Orlando.
You know, and in watching that game, he did a really nice job of passing the basketball, scoring, and setting up his teammates.
Now here's Dragic after the miss from Evan Turner. Johnson left side. Olynyk with the steal. And here's the fast break. And Cannon gets it to go. Cannon's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Now here's Dragic. 29 points for him last game against New York.
And also his assist total tells you about the job he did of keeping his head up and keeping his teammates involved.
Now here's Turner after the miss by Luol Deng. Cannon from long range. And again, Boston with the triple.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
The Heat trail by 11. Dragic with it, outguarded by Smart. Now a timeout called by Miami.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now.
Love the stream, man, on PS4 as well. By the way, my channel has 30000 subscribers. I just shared the stream on my Instagram to help you.
Well,
Could you
last
see?
season, I thought the Celtics made some strong waves in the East. I mean, they kept fighting and fighting all season long, and they ended up in the playoffs because of that never-give-up attitude.
The Heat making a switch here. Richardson's checked in, and a new group in for the Celtics. Here's Richardson. He's got 10. Dragic dishes to Richardson. Outside Dang. Outside Dragic. Shoots the 3. Count the bucket. Dragic has got 5 points now this quarter.
You look at them and what they're trying to do on offense, and I like it. I really do. I like the way they're using the entire court. They're spreading themselves out. And when you spread yourself out and make the extra pass, it gives you a chance to get good looks from behind the three-point line, and they're draining their chances.
And here is Thomas after the three-pointer from Goran Dragic.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Cannon from long range. No luck. Nice D from Dan.
And that's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case, you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on it.
And it's Dragic off the drive. Rebound Boston. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Cannon. Now that is his 7th field goal in 10 tries. He's shooting a very good 70%. The Heat trail by 8. Dragic the pass to Whiteside. Deng kicks to Whiteside. Dragic against Thomas. Whiteside a screen on Thomas. Off the screen, and it's laid in by Whiteside. Whiteside's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, I really love the way Dragic spreads that ball around.
Nicky can't hit. Miami's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Here's Dragic. Excellent D from Thomas.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics. And at least as I look at it, his touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
And it's Dragic off the drive. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And it was a very public falling out between Goran Dragic and the Suns front office. It was a real tense few weeks there before ultimately he was traded.
And, of course, Dragic was traded to Miami last season. Said he felt betrayed by the Suns front office, which spurred him wanting out of Phoenix in South Florida.
Yeah, you know what? We'll never know the whole truth about that situation, but Dragic said they told him one thing with personnel and did something else.
Boston again missing.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here's Johnson. 14 points from him the last game against the Knicks in New York. And a clever pass fake kept the D from closing in. And that's 11 points for Goran Dragic. Now a timeout called by Boston.
Just not happy with how his team is playing, and they just have been on the wrong side of this run.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? Sometimes just a pause in the action, which is what a timeout can give you, is enough to change things around.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Jared Sullinger. Johnson comes in, and it's Crowder in for Cannon. And here's Dragic. After Isaiah Thomas made that last three-pointer. Stoudemire the screen. Johnson against Johnson. Can't hit. Now Boston takes it the other way. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. Puts them squarely in the middle of this 5-game road trip.
And we get a chance to check out the numbers for Isaiah Thomas. He's putting up about 20 points per game, 7 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he's a threat to go off in any game from anywhere.
Some guys just have the gift. He's one of them. You need points, he's your go-to guy.
That's good from Thomas.
And guys, as much as Isaiah Thomas can help you on offense, at times he can hurt you on the defensive side. Immediately posted up by whomever he's guarding, you have to give help. And, of course, that leaves your defense vulnerable, particularly on the weak side and controlling that defensive backboard.
Now here's Dragic. 11 points in the game. Johnson. Rebound by Olynyk. It's Bradley on the wing. Boston again missing.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Dragic kicks to Winslow. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That is his first foul of the game. Winslow, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
The Heat trail by 7. Johnson outside. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Shot on the wing, and Bradley gets it to go. Bradley's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Miami's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Now Richardson. 10 points for him. Got a piece of it. They retain possession. Celtics leading by 7. There's the dish to Bradley. In the corner, Crowder with it. 1:11 left in the first half. Johnson, the pass to Bradley. Just 5 on the clock. 17-foot shot on the way. And it's Miami with the rebound. There's Winslow. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feet. And it's 7 points here for Justice Winslow.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
There's Thomas at the 3. And Stoudemire pulls it down. The Heat trail by 5. Outside Dragic. He feeds it to Winslow. Here's Johnson. Back to Dragic. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Knocks it loose. Down low. Hangs. And Stoudemire, the bucket on the assist by Dragic. Dragic has got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Boston leading by 3. There's Thomas with the 3. That's good. Thomas got 24 points.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Dragic against Thomas. For Miami, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. First one falls for him. No good on the second free throw. Outside Bradley takes a 3. No good on the buzzer beater. And we're through.
Kevin, I'm here with it.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet. Isaiah Thomas having an outstanding game. He ended up with 24. And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to...
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Thomas. He's got 24 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
Hey, Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
Dang and McRoberts holding down the forward spots. Dragic is out there with Richardson, and it's Whiteside in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Greg, after a run of 10 playoff trips in 11 years, the Miami Heat missing the postseason last year, they'd end up a game back of the 8th spot.
Yeah, and what's hard for the Heat, Kevin, is that they were in the playoff picture for most of the year, and as the season wore on, they slowly fell out of that top 8. Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range, trading blows from behind the arc.
Here is McRoberts. Outside Dragic. There's the pass to Deck. Back to Dragic. Richardson, that's a 2-pointer. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
You know, right call. Gave the officials no choice there. I mean, they've got to make that call over the back.
Yeah, I mean, he went chest first into the man in front of him. My goodness. I'm not an official, and I could have gotten that one right.
Shot's good by Gibson.
You know, guys, for the greater part of last season, it appeared as though the Heat were playoff bound. Even with the players they lost, most figured they would be playing postseason basketball.
Now, here's Richardson. Dang with the buckets. Dang's got 9.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second move.
Sullinger outside. Kicks it to Turner. Puts one up from 19. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
And one reason why the Heat did come up short in their playoff aspirations, they were very poor against other teams in the playoffs. So only went 15-31 against teams that had made it into the postseason last year.
Dang gets a wide open look. Again, the miss by Dang.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
The shot by Turner, no good.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Dragic with it, now guarded by Smart. It's Dragic with the drive. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Dragic has got 14. Boston leading by 5. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Sullinger, good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 5 assists tonight.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Dragic dishes to McRoberts. Richardson kicks to Dang. Whiteside sets the pick for Dang. Another miss by Dang.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
At the elbow, Sullinger from 17 feet out, and the jumper falls for him. And now a 9-point Boston lead. Miami's gone 6 of 12 from outside, a very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Dragic with a wide open look. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Boston's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 3-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Smart kicks to Turner, and stolen by Richardson. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Dang with the bucket. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Takes the 13-footer. No up. And the Heat going the other way now.
Boy, last season, Hassan Whiteside made a huge splash in the NBA. Big blocks, big rebound totals. And he had some head-scratching moments as well. Missed his share of action due to suspensions.
Now here's Dragic following the miss by Josh Gibson. And there's the foul. It goes on Evan Turner. That's his first foul. Johnson, he's checked in for the Heat. Boston also with the sub. Thomas is checked in. Here's Dang. Miami no good on that time either. And gee, as you said with Whiteside, his fiery attitude flared up a few times last season, and it hurt his team more than once in Miami.
No doubt. It's something that he has got to work on. I mean, he's proven that he can be a big-time player in this league, but he can't have the mental lapses that get him tossed from games and hurt his team.
Here is Whiteside. Isaiah Thomas making his last shot. Baseline J on the way. It'll go. The Boston lead is cut back down to 7 after the points coming from Dang. Boston with the ball. Here's Smart. 7 points in the game. It's Thomas outside. And it's Miami with the rebound. Nick Roberts has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Dang for 3. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
All right, a moment here to check out stats for McRoberts. His last 10 games, he's been putting up about 4 points a game, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
He certainly knows his role, and he gives you some good minutes. That's really all you can expect from him at this point.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Jared Sullinger.
Check out the game for McRoberts. 8 rebounds, and those 4 3-pointers he's hit have helped him too.
No doubt, Clark. They'd be in a much different position this game if he wasn't knocking down those triples.
That free throw good from McRoberts.
Well, you could see a change in the play with the Celtics after the trade deadline last year. Adding Isaiah Thomas gave them some pop off the bench and really created some balance for them offensively.
And that was something the Celtics needed, adding Thomas, a player that could come in and provide Clark instant offense for them off the bench.
And, Kevin, I think that was a turning point for them last year. I mean, they saw that they had a chance to make a big leap forward after the trade and responded accordingly.
Johnson, the pass to Grant. From deep, Richardson. Basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Thomas against Johnson. They get it back.
I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Pass to Richardson, and it's Dang in the corner. For the time, kicks it out to Johnson. And again, Miami with the triple.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Sellinger, no good. The Heat with the lead. Johnson with it. He dishes it to McRoberts. Down low. Here's Whiteside, and he dunks it down.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
There's Thomas with the 3. Good. Thomas got 5 points in the quarter.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
To the middle. Here's Dang. No good. Good work defensively by Turner. Boston's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And the basket by Thomas.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Miami's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
A different look for Miami. Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Whiteside. Johnson comes in for Josh McRoberts. And Winslow subbed in for Luol Deng. And a new group in for the Celtics. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Jared Sullinger. Johnson comes in for Taj Gibson. Jay Crowder's checked in for Evan Turner. And Bradley's subbed in for Smart. And he gets it to go. Crowder's got 6.
Kevin, he didn't hesitate that time. The D gave him a step, and he just pulled up and drained the 3.
Feeds it to Winslow. Johnson to screen. From deep, Richardson. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Bradley. But they recover it. And that one comes up a bit short. And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. Here's Johnson. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Pass to Stoudemire. From deep, Richardson. Richardson missing again.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. Rebound by Johnson.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's Richardson. And there's the 3-second violation. Let's bring out the 2K leaderboard to see the best up-tempo teams in the league. Number 1, the Celtics.
And that's a fun category. Most fans love that kind of up-tempo offense. And these guys are the best in the game playing that style.
3 on 3. Here's Johnson. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And a look at how the Celtics performed over the last month here, Kevin. First in scoring, first in assists, and they're also number 1 in shooting percentage. This is a team that prides itself on taking high-quality shots.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses, and I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with them.
So Johnson hits 2 of them. Well, you look back at the 2015 Heat, and the injuries are what probably brought that team down. We can go from Chris Bosh with the debilitating blood clot on his lung and on and on and on. The loss, of course, which was not an injury, of LeBron James. There are a lot of moving parts with that team.
And that's a great point, Kevin. If you take any star off of teams, things are going to get difficult. It was impressive that the Heat still managed to stay competitive once Bosh went out. And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, Jay. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Now Johnson. After Isaiah Thomas missed from long range. A shot by Stoudemire, no good.
Well, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Miami trailing. Johnson dishes to Johnson. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Look at the Heat. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And, of course, there's Boston, 7 games back.
And when you look at Boston, they've just lacked that one extra piece that could put them over the top this season. They haven't been able to kind of set themselves apart.
You know, you're right. They're not that far from being true contenders, but it doesn't look like this is the season for them to do so.
There's Mickey. And it comes off the front of the rim.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Such a wide open look. And that's 10 points for Johnson.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Here's Bradley. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for them.
Now here's Winslow. 7 points in the game. Here's Dragic. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job #1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
And Zeller kicks to Bradley. Pulls up on the wing. That's good. Bradley's got 11. Miami's gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. And there's the feed to Johnson. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Bradley. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. He's averaging 20 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. All-around brilliance for him lately. And, guys, he's really taken his play to another level.
He sure has. I mean, game by game, you can just see the confidence growing. He's put up large numbers to prove it.
Celtics passing it around. Here's Mickey. Miami grabs the miss.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Johnson, a wide open look. There's Winslow. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Winslow's got 9.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. Austin making some changes. Sullinger's checked in for Tyler Zeller. Gibson comes in, and it's Isaiah Cannon in for Avery Bradley. Johnson, the pass to Dragic. He kicks it to Stoudemire. There's the pick. Dishes it to Johnson. Back to Stoudemire. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Johnson's got 5 assists in the game.
Defensively, I think they've got to do a better job of bodying them up.
Clearly, they've been outclassed in the paint, really at both ends of the floor.
17 seconds left in the third. Outside Gibson. Pass to Smart. Back to Gibson. No one on him, and he makes the easy one. Gibson's got 4 points in the quarter. Dragic can't get it to go. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. It's the Heat. They lead by 3. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Celtics trail by 3. On the court for the Celtics. Thomas is out there with Evan Turner. Then it's Jay Crowder. Then it's Johnson. And it's Olynyk in at the center, locking down the middle.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
And here's Winslow. After Isaiah Thomas made that last 3-pointer. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Thomas, no good. Heat shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. And it's Winslow that time on the assist by Johnson. 11 points here for Justice Winslow.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
That is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Crowder.
What great touch there on the fadeaway. Man, right in his face.
Dragic kicks to Winslow. The dish to McRoberts. Inside, right side, good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And it's blocked by Whiteside. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. A different look for Miami. Dang comes in for Winslow. And it's Richardson in for Tyler Johnson. Boston also with the sub. Bradley's checked in. First minute and a half of basketball play here in the fourth quarter. It's tipped. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. Dang with the bucket. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Miami.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
Boy, this game has really started to heat up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
I tell you what, I don't mind it. You don't either, it sounds like. Good offense is entertaining, and that's exactly what we're getting.
It's Bradley on the wing. Richardson covered. Bradley can't get it to go. Miami leading by 5. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Dang can't get it to go.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
The Heat have gone 5 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Now here's Bradley. Busted. No good that time either. Thomas against Dragic. There's a screen. He feeds it to Richardson. And there's the pass to Whiteside. That's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Celtics trail by 9. Outside Thomas. Unloads. And it's Dang with the rebound. Dang's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now it's Thomas running. can go all the way. Finish off the break. Thomas got 38 points.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Dragic kicks to McRoberts. Fader on the way. That one wide left.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
And Bradley gets it to go.
No three-pointers for him in that first half, but the second half, different story.
Miami leading by 4. Now a timeout called by Miami.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address his team. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Here's what Boston's going with right now. Jared Sullinger's check in for Kelly Olynyk. Gibson comes in for Amir Johnson. And it's Cannon in for Avery Bradley. There's Cannon with the 3. Shot is off. And Miami the other way now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Nice little lead they're enjoying here, and they deserve it with all the work they put in on the glass.
Yeah, the effort and the aggression really favors them thus far. They've completely dominated the backboard.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Now here's Sullinger. Kicks it to Cannon. Sullinger to screen. Offline with his 3. The Heat leading by 8. On the wing, Dang. He's guarded by Thomas. Dang goes in. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Dang's got 14 points here in the second half.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Now, here's Dragic. Open shot, Dang. Here's Whiteside. It's deflected. Here's Cannon. And shot on the way. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Cannon's got 22 points. And for the Heat, they're shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Dragic dishes to Whiteside. On the wing, Dang. Defended by Crowder. Lets it go from 11. Goes back up. It's tipped. Here's Cannon. Thomas, no luck.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Here's Dragic. There's the pick. Passes it to McRoberts. Richardson for 3. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
And, Greg, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them, and as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
Dragic kicks to Whiteside. Richardson for three. Rebounded by the Celtics. Zellinger's got his third rebound tonight. There's Cannon with the three. It's hauled in by the Heat. Tang's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
It's been a good night for Richardson. He has 18 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
No doubt about it. He's the conductor, the band leader, Clark, and this offense has really performed at a high level.
The Boston Celtics figured to be near the bottom of the league last year. In many ways, they outperformed a lot of people's expectations.
And by no means were they a contender at any point, but they very well could be ahead of themselves in terms of the rebuilding process.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Olenek, he's checked in for Zellinger. Johnson comes in for Taj Gibson. And it's Avery Bradley in for Isaiah Cannon. It's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
The Heat leading by 10.
And with the Celtics being a surprise threat near the end of last season, even their losses were close games.
Now here's Dragic. Here's Whiteside. Outside Dang. Pocket 6. Rebound by Johnson.
To back up your point about the Celtics being in close games, I mean, their point differential on the year was less than where you would expect it to be for a team that made the playoffs. I mean, it really gives you an idea of how many close games they played.
Just dialed in from the three-point line in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they're putting a world of hurt on them with the triple.
Now here's Dragic. He dishes it to Dang. Back to Dragic. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Fires the three. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Bradley. The Heat leading by 7. And here's Richardson. And the foul goes on Isaiah Cannon. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Whiteside. Puts it up off the inbound. No luck. Great D that time from Gibson. Celtics trail by 7. The Celtics working the ball around now. Smart kicks to Gibson. The 19-foot shot. It's hauled in by the Heat. Now here's Richardson. Feeds to Dragic. Pass to McRoberts. He kicks to Richardson. It's Dragic with the drive. Miami no good on that time either. Boston shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Cannon, that's a two-pointer. And that one swishes right in. Cannon's got 7 points for the quarter. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Dragic the pass to McRoberts. Back to Dragic. The kick out to Dang. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. 23 points for Luol Deng. Turner dishes to Cannon. Tries it from the top of the key. No luck. And it's Miami the other way. Now Dragic. There's the feed to Whiteside. Richardson kicks to Whiteside. Now here's Richardson. Tight defense on him. Shot clock at 5. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that.